Fides quaerens intellectum. Iman mencari pengertian. Yuk kita cari pengertian tentang Natal. Katanya Natal itu adalah praktik kafir. Kenapa gereja merayakannya?
Dr. Hahn for coming. And my question has to do with the sacred feasts that we celebrate in the Catholic Church. We talked a little bit about how the Old Testament and the New Testament link up with the holy water. I was wondering, when the Christians were sort of coming to their own and becoming really a very strong faith, they sort of borrowed some traditions or some holidays from the pagans, such as certain festivals that they sort of brought into the religion of Christianity and sort of...
What are you thinking of?
The winter solstice with Christmas?
Right, yeah, such as sun worship and things like that. And they sort of, how does that sort of elevate the spirit of worship and bring it into...
Good question. But first of all, let me say, instead of just simply Christians borrowing these pagan practices, I think it would be better to say they baptize them.
Well, well, as a matter of fact, I'm going to even give it another correction. That did not happen.
Yeah.
The Christians did not take the Feast of Sol Invictus and make it Christmas. Did you know that?
Nope.
The Feast of Sol Invictus, the sun, unconquered sun, was a festival from the island of Rhodes originally. It was a Greek festival. And one of the emperors, was Commaeus, I think, in the 3rd century A.D., instituted it in Rome to counteract Christmas.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Right. There's no doubt that when you go to Rome, for example, you're going to find shrines, basilicas that are now Catholic basilicas,
right,
like the Pantheon.
Right.
That really is, it's not just simply taken over as it was, it's transformed by the grace of the gospel,
right,
by the church. And what it shows is that, pagans did a lot of things that were wrong, but they weren't entirely wrong. And so
they weren't architectural idiots either.
That's right.
That's a beautiful building.
They were geniuses. And there's a way to harness that for holy ends, which is exactly what the church does when it goes into a culture with the gospel. That culture must submit to a purification through the values of Christ and the gospel. At the same time, it can experience an enculturation where the gospel values then end up transforming some of the practices that were neutral and that really can become positive ways of experiencing Christ in a particular culture, in a particular time.